Hi everyone and welcome to Winter 2014 Principles of Contracts and Negotiations. This is a combined class of BTech project management students and law students, paralegal students. We are excited to have both of you in this class. A little bit about me. I am a former litigator of contract and employment law in Los Angeles and Boston. Contracts was a huge part of what I did. When I moved to Washington to teach, I formed a solo practice and I did a lot of contract law for consumers and did some personal injury as well. I've done a lot of negotiations. Not too long ago, I negotiated to get a Seattle rock band out of a bad contract. I have 3 degrees, a bachelor's in English literature, a Juris Doctorate from University of Oregon, and an LLM, which means Master's in Law in Contract Law from Harvard Law School. I love contract law because when I was learning law, it was the first logical set of rules that I could understand. Things fit together, things made sense, and I was able to analyze contracts and make sense of them. Let's take a look at our syllabus. Even though this is an online-only class, I really want to talk to you if you have any questions whatsoever. And so I have a Questions for Jessica board that allow you to post questions that have an impact on the entire class. And I also am welcoming your emails. And I have jnielsenyoucanbook.me link on my syllabus that you can click and make an appointment to see me. And you can also just drop in sometimes. I'll be around most of the time. This quarter we're working with the Hellowitz book, 7th edition, but if you have 6th or 5th, you won't be too far off. The numbers will be incorrect. So I'll cite to the 7th. There's also a classic book called Getting to Yes. I think you'll find lots of negotiation options if you read or reread this book. I'm using the 3rd edition, but you can use 2nd. Any edition, you'll be able to find your way around. Please take careful note of the course objectives. These are the things that we are going to be able to do when we finish this course. Your grading will be based on 25 points for each of 10 weeks of weekly exercises. There'll be a midterm and a final. There'll be a long-term, quarter-long project of drafting a contract and critiquing it that we'll discuss next week. You'll have an opportunity to reflect on the growth in your negotiation skills over the quarter, and you'll do a fun project where you negotiate something that's non-negotiable. As you can see from the syllabus, it's described quite well there. And the idea is you negotiate something that you typically haven't negotiated, and you use your skills in some new way. And it's described in the syllabus. You should use the syllabus to view the chapters that we're on, and then the weekly folders will contain the assignments. So use the syllabus in addition to the weekly lessons under the lesson tab in Angel. Speaking of Angel, you will find this class in your Angel list of classes for winter 2014. If you don't, let me know and I can help you with that. We have a Questions for Jessica for questions that could benefit the entire class. There's a coffee shop where you can post anything you want and just stay connected. There are 11 weeks in the class. Each class is organized by week. Only week 1 is active right now. I will activate the next week the Thursday before it starts, so that anybody who wants to get started early can do that. And each set of assignments will be due at 11:59 p.m. That means 1 minute before midnight on Sunday nights of the week. So that'll be how we're organized. It'll go each week will go Monday through 11:59 on Sunday, and you'll have a week to complete your assignments. Right now, weeks 2 through 11 are grayed out. That means that you can't access them. They'll be made active, as I said, each Thursday before that week. There's also a Just for Fun item at the bottom that has some trivia and other things to check out. I'm a big fan of celebrity contracts, so we'll look at some examples of those. Inside week 1, you can see that your assignments are in one folder. There's a place to turn them all in. It's a Dropbox. If you could just please open the Dropbox and place each of the different assignments in there so that I get them all at one time, rather than sending me them, each one when they're done. Just upload them all at one time, make life a little bit easier for us. There's an Introduce Yourself discussion board. I really want to find out who you are and your interest in contracts. Then there's a substantive discussion board. That's a little unusual. We don't normally have 2 discussion boards, but we will this time so that we can get to know you. And then there'll always be a little link at the bottom that describes when you're done with the week, how you know you're done. So the way to succeed in this course is to help each other through Angel or other ways of connecting with each other, maybe support each other, getting study groups. The exams are 90% on contract law, 10% on negotiations. There's a lot of new terminology, and you need to learn how it's applied. Basically, to do well in this class, you need to understand the terminology and understand its context. And then we'll do something called issue spotting on the exams, which is an opportunity to look at a set of facts. We describe facts as things that happened, and then trying to pick out from there where the different contract issues are, and kind of predict what you think the outcome should be legally based upon the rules that you've learned in contract law. Well, how are we going to negotiate in an online class? I've done it once before and it worked out well, but I'm always open to guidance on this. Basically, you're going to have to find a negotiation partner for the quarter. Based on past experience, if you have difficulty with a particular partner, just let me know. I can connect you with somebody else, including myself. You should try and find somebody you know, or somebody who has good availability when you have. Maybe they have a common interest. You can do phone, email, or Skype, or in-person negotiation, however it works best for you. I will match up people who need a little extra assistance. In this class, you don't want to let things slide. If you have any kind of uncertainty or any question, please ask me. The only favor I ask is that if you put something in questions for Jessica, I don't check that all the time. I'll check it probably twice a day. So just email me to let me know there's a question in there as well, so I can respond for the benefit of the whole class. This is a student-led, not instructor-driven course, so the more that you can take charge of your learning in this process and help us all learn as a group, that will really benefit you. I look forward to working with you this quarter.